Can you believe this? I got scammed on PayPal. Sent the guy I sent the guy everything that he was supposed to get, and then what's it called? Provided all the evidence, the tracking. I'll tell him in a minute. Unbelievable.
Or ask a question and have the community help you out.
Chargeback settlement.
Did you know you can now use Amazon Alexa to check your balance, send money, and much more simply by asking? To get started, enable the PayPal skill. Link your US PayPal account. Create a PIN for additional security. And select your preferred way to pay. When the skill is open, use commands like updates please, send money, or what happened to my refund? Find the PayPal skill on Amazon.com and the Amazon Alexa app.
I still got my gold and silver, but you got to think some people don't even have gold and silver, and some people had to sell their gold and silver and all that. And I got gold, silver, and diamonds. And then I get scammed for this fucking 4 monitors, and this guy is like famous on bad buyers list. Yeah, I was an innocent man. When I grew up, it said, if you violate the law, you go to jail. You remain innocent, you don't go to jail. So why would I not have stayed innocent? When I first started making my character, I knew that some people might try what they... That's why I don't have the face tattoos anywhere on this area, right? That's why I made sure to record my whole life history because I didn't always have these tattoos, and it's famous. I started with no tattoos, then it went to these crappy ones. Then he got them covered up. He's like an innocent Amish kid. I did everything to the T. And I'm more than happy at 28. I can't wait to turn 30. It's going to be a big year, I'll tell you, at 30. My 30-year birthday, I might just spend it by myself, but I'll tell you what, I'll be spending it by myself. Big money. My 30th, I'm fucking spending fucking $1,500. That's in 2 years. Right here in Port Elgin. I don't go to Niagara. I don't go to fucking this place. I don't go to ONCF. I spend my money right here where I live. And if I want to go to somewhere else, I can go there. But don't pressure me, because I want to spend my money here, where I live. Because I'm sick of that. Where they're telling me what grocery store Tom can go to. And all this. The police. Saugeen Shores. They're saying, you're a native, so you have to go here. And all that. And I said, but I have money. I just got my new motorcycle, my e-bike. No, because you're a native and all that. I'm only a little bit native. Métis a little bit. Trust me, my lawyers were all over it. The police think it's a joke when you say lawyers until the actual lawyers get on them, because I'm the guy with the actual lawyers. So actually get lawyered on.
Then browse the available posts or ask a question and have the community help you out.
And I'm not Martin Shkreli. I said that before. He ain't Martin Shkreli.
Did you know you can now use Amazon Alexa to check your balance, send money, and much more?
As much as I loved Martin.
To get started, enable the PayPal skill. Link your US
I should have had it recorded. Fuck, there were times that I would hop on with Martin.
and select your
Boy, you're an idiot. That's all I know.
use commands like updates please, send money, or what happened to my refund. Find the PayPal skill
Holy fuck, bud. I learned a good lesson. I've learned a lot since I used to know Martin Shkreli. See, I just had money like Martin. I didn't get the whole recording to it. I was all caught up in the Wu-Tang Clan and everything just like everyone else. Okay? There's a couple clips of me and Martin, but nothing like it was. Martin was always on. I'd hop on. I would hop on very rarely, actually. It was mostly that Billy the Fridge and all that.
and select the settings icon, which looks like a wheel.
And surprisingly, I've learned a lot about the internet. Back then, I would have said, oh, that blab I am is going to be the next biggest thing. It's going to be around for like 25, 50, 100 years. It didn't even last after Martin Shkreli. It went down. It was just like this platform. Yeah.
We'll get back to you. No need to stay logged in.
It's like a Noah's Ark thing in the U.S.
Reply to your message.
and the whole internet. It's like a Noah's Ark.
Contact us.
That was Noah's Ark. It was floating by, and then everybody got off of Noah's Ark.
Down and tap help. Select a topic and write your message.
What's up with PayPal? They're taking forever here. This is a scam all the way down to PayPal, I'm thinking. That Elon Musk, he's smoking dope. That Elon Musk, he's been smoking dope since I was a kid. Back when I was in Cape Coral, Florida, that guy was smoking dope. That guy smokes crack. That guy, you're going to find out after you have a PayPal account for at least 2 years. Then he'll fuck you over once the big money comes in. Once there's any significant money in there on certain people, he hits certain people for their
Thank you
certain...
for calling PayPal. My name is Ralph. May I have your complete name, please?
Thomas Perron-Slote?
Thank you. How may I help you today?
I have two transactions that were open disputes on for what was it? Or he said that it was item not described. But the items were described, and he opened these cases, and he didn't provide any proof. He didn't provide any photos. He didn't provide any video. At first, he had the option of returning these supposed not described. He didn't open the case until two or 3 months after he had already confirmed that he would received and confirmed both invoices. Sorry. I have the tracking numbers that I provided, legal tracking numbers with the UPS and with the FedEx that show that the items he purchased were delivered with the descriptions and all that. There's suspicious activity from the buyer's side. You have the false signatures. You can search up the buyer's name, Wilson Kamani, on badbuyerslist.org. And he has 15 or 20 reports for doing the same thing where he's charging back on people after receiving their goods, their electronics or whatever. That's what he got me for, was the electronics. So anyway, he opened these two cases, and I knew I delivered and everything, and he hadn't even provided anything. So I called PayPal, and they said, well, you're going to win it for sure because he's not providing anything, and he won't make the return. He hasn't provided any proof. But then I see that he won the cases, and he didn't provide anything, and I got completely scammed out of the monitors that I sent him. But then also I'm negative now money because of this dispute fee or whatever. But this, I've gotten completely scammed, and it said that I could open an appeal on it and everything like that, and that's what I want to do, because the last I talked to PayPal, they said I was going to win the case, because that was my rightful money. He had received his items, he confirmed his items, and then even if there was problems with the items, they had warranty that could be serviced. He wouldn't go along with the warranty servicement. He wouldn't return it. He wouldn't return even for a refund. So there's been no there's been no legitimacy with his side. So I don't understand how he's scammed me here under PayPal's strong system.
Right, I agree with you. That's a really terrible experience regarding with the pirate. So I'll go ahead and check what happened with the dispute case that you have filed with us. But first off, I wanted to check who adjudicated it and why it was actually closed in buyer's favor. Do you have a case ID number you can give me to locate it?
Sure, I have the transaction IDs.
Yeah, let's go with the transaction ID number.
There's two separate transaction IDs. One transaction ID is for the 410 USD. That is going to be 2D as in dog 6559691S 454535E.
Thank you, bear with me, okay? Well, I try to locate this first transaction.
All right. You know what country isn't too bad? Everybody says, oh, maybe you'd move to a Europe or move to a... India is really nice to be highly wealthy in. But you have to worry about the Pakistanis, I heard. They're the ones that invaded the...
Verification purposes, Thomas, help me with the email address associated in this PayPal account.
It's TPS Purchases 6@gmail.com.
Thank you. And what about the last four digits of the card or bank you linked to your PayPal account?
That's 1014.
Thank you so much. Hold on while I check the transaction case, okay?
Yeah. It said that I can appeal the outcome of the case.
Yeah, I see that here too. Hold on, okay? I'm checking what we needed from you in order for us to.
Yeah, that's the thing. I provided everything, but he never provided anything. So there's no information to need other than, I guess you could search up his name on that bad buyers list and you can see all the reports.
I'm checking the communication log. What information we needed
All right.
for us to, be on appeal on your side, okay? Hold on for me.
All right.
Now I'm checking the documents uploaded by both parties. So I'm checking their documents they submitted. I'm checking yours as well.
All right.
Hold on, okay? Thomas, initially, I'm seeing right here like the previous conversation you had with your customer. So we did ship the item, or they didn't get the item for more than a month, correct?
Yeah, he got the items, and then he confirmed that he got them, that they were brand new and in the box, just like it was supposed to be. Tracking numbers are there. And then the scam began 2 months later, in August 30th. Almost 3 months later,
Yeah, I understand that. I understand they filed a dispute against you for not a describe.
3 months later.
Based from what I'm seeing, that the June 13th, the transaction originated, right? They sent you the payment. When did you ship the item?
As soon as there was the invoice, and then it was shipped, received, and he confirmed it then.
Can you give me the exact date when you shipped the item?
That would have been on June 13th. It was delivered. I shipped the item, I think, just prior.
The conversation, your customer is already complaining for not shipping the item for more than 30 days.
No, the item was shipped, and that is when he tried to scam. But you can check the tracking number that I provided there, and it was shipped to him, and it's been delivered to his address that he gave. And then he canceled that case and confirmed that it was delivered. And then we're going to move on to that separate transaction. If that was the case, why did he send me another $1,000 for another order? He confirmed this order, and then he sent another $1,000 for another order. I'm on the tracking right now. It was delivered in Staten Island to his address, Wilson Kamani, and then even confirmed on PayPal and email that he received it. Then there was a separate order, the 1,000. He didn't provide, there's been no evidence provided by him that he got a item not described. He confirmed that he received the brand new monitor that came with 3 years advanced replacement from Dell. So I don't understand why, if there was anything that wasn't described, he wouldn't just get because I can have a new monitor shipped out like this, because it has an advanced replacement. So it wasn't the monitor. It wasn't the thing he bought. It's just an outright scam for the cash. He didn't even return it. He had the option of returning it, and somehow he manipulated PayPal's system to get rid of the returning thing and all that, where he had to return it and all that. The system was highly manipulated. That's
okay,
that.
I'm still checking other documents uploaded right here by your customer. I'm checking your document institute. I'm done with the first document, so I'm checking documents uploaded in here. Hold on for me.
And if you go on that badbuyerslist.org, he's on there. If you search up the man's name, Wilson Kamani, from his PayPal account, from the invoices. His name was Wilson Kamani on the invoice. He came from eBay. And he said, I'll buy it on PayPal. I said, well, yeah, I'll do PayPal, because PayPal is the same as eBay. It has the buyer's thing, or the buyer's protection, or seller's protection. Everybody's protected. If I don't do my end of the deal, he's protected. And all that. But I did my end of the deal. I was highly confident because I knew I was going to deliver. And the documents. So I submitted the tracking, but then I also submitted some other information about what specifically is going on to understand the perspective. Then I submitted, I think, the bad buyers, that he's been reported as a scammer by over 15 people doing the exact same thing with the chargeback and all that. So it's an illegal chargeback. It's not a legitimate chargeback. Because you can see 15 other reports since 2019 of Wilson Kamani, if you search it up on that badbuyerslist.org. So I'm not the only one. So we have more evidence. 15 other reports that he's done this before. Whereas you have no evidence against my case. Yeah. You can even see in the case there was a full refund with return of item, and he was supposed to return to the shipping address. So I don't understand what happened to that. All of a sudden, he didn't have to return the item anymore, and the money went to him. When they told me that if he doesn't return it, like he said he was going to or whatever, with the tracking and all that, like then I would get the money back because it's my money that, and he has the items, he never returned them. But then for some reason, the case closed in his favor and there was no return. And you can even see you sent an offer to Wilson's full refund with return of item. Somehow he manipulated the system and got rid of the return altogether.
Yeah, we're trying to get it reviewed. I'll get it escalated. I'll please shoot you first. Hold on a minute.
Then he hung up, eh? What the fuck is that? Can you believe that? This is what PayPal, the official PayPal, as you heard. Just hung up on me. So they scammed me for my money. And then they just hung up on me. He said he was looking through it. He didn't look through nothing. He just hung up on me. Hilarious. Do not use PayPal, everyone.